Hello everybody, this is my first time using my voice here. I've used it in other places, but you probably cannot find that anymore, so here I am, doing a Q&A on a canceled project, and this is from the short film you just saw that looks a little bit jank because I didn't get too much work on it. So why don't we just roll straight into the questions with number 1, would you ever in the future decide to fully animate this again? No, not really. It's not something I'd like to do because it wasn't the funnest the first time around and it kind of went down a very hard spiral. Number 2, why did you decide to go to this song first out of any other songs from Neil himself? The reason for this is because my computer, I was trying to do all the animation within one single reel, so it'd be 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's good to do this for music videos or like 3-minute shorts, but this computer could do, I would say, about 20 to 30 seconds without trying to go out on itself. And I was already straining it where it was, so it wasn't going well. Not at all. What will be your next music project? I like this question because I have multiple things in mind. The first thing I did think of was a song called Absolute Territory by Ken Ashcorp. I'm not going to talk about why I wanted to do it and the themes of it, just to keep it a little bit friendly here. Another song I thought of doing was, I forgot what it's called, but it's about a mansion. I think it was called My Mansion from Neil Cicierega, or Lemon Demon, whatever you want to call him. But let's continue. Will anyone be helping you for your next project? One of the projects, yes, I'm forming a whole team right now. Not necessarily right now, but there is a team being built, and currently I have one other member. Whoop-de-doo, I am getting somewhere. Can you give us more information about these characters that you made in this video? Like name, age, and since these are dog characters, what kind of dog breeds are they? Okay. I wouldn't say they necessarily have a breed. I didn't think that far through. I wanted to give them a breed, so I just kind of generalized them. I guess you could call them Huskies if you wanted to, because I haven't necessarily gave them a direct breed. You could just call them clear white Huskies if you really wanted to. But they don't have ages. I didn't think about that one either. But I did think of their names. So in the music video, mostly you see Sam. Sam is like that middle one, always the main one. And then Sally is the girl, really basic. And then you have Sully, which is the boy. Which, later in the song there's a lyric like straight or gay. I was gonna do a joke comparing Sully to Sally. Sully was gay and Sally is straight. But I never made it that far, so the joke never happened. But there you go. There's some cut content that I was never able to get to. Will these dogs show up in any more projects? Yes. Kinda. I wanted to make these characters for music videos, but I don't think I'll use them like that again. Instead, I want to use it for a future project, which I openly talked about, called KFO. And they're gonna be there, like little side characters, I say. I don't know what to extent they will be there, but they will be there, and I planned on using them for like a small little project I'll use in the future. If so, will they be a main part of any shows if you make them in their own show? No, they're not gonna have their own show. Not at all. I'd rather just use them in other things because they're not well-defined enough to really have their own area. I mean, I could make them well-defined enough. They have that opportunity there. I'm not going to say I'm going to fully take it away, but the possibilities are open. But right now, to say I wouldn't necessarily do it. Was this project ever in development hell? No, it actually wasn't. And working flow was great. Until it kind of got a bit shaky. Because the thing is, in the beginning part it actually used Vector. Originally I was going to use Vector, but I wasn't using techniques properly and kind of fell apart quickly. I didn't have everything set up. Like, that's a part of its downfall, more than likely, is that I wasn't setting it up properly. You can't finish it that way. You can. You just have to go back and fix a lot of things. Which, that wasn't like necessarily the reason I stopped it. There was a bigger reason at play. And that was because the song was very, very repetitive. I got sick of that song, and I'm still sick of this song to this day. I do not want to listen to it. I don't want to think of it. And I'll end it on that. Out of the three characters, who is your favorite? My favorite is Sam, the middle dog. I don't know if I mentioned his name earlier. If I did, I guess you know his name is Sam. But I don't remember saying it, so go with that. Sam is my favorite. Because he's meant to be like that cocky leader. I really like that kind of character where... Think of like, what's his name? Like, the main penguin from Madagascar. The leader of his squad. I like to think of him as like that cocky leader. I'm not going to compare him to it because Sam is a little bit more goofy than him. Skipper. Skipper's his name. Yeah, he's kind of like Skipper. That's how I'm going to compare him. He's like Skipper. And Sully would be... dang, I can't remember his name either. But like the kid of the group. And Sally would be the smart one. I don't remember his name either, sadly. All I remember is Skipper and Rico. What was the most fun part of this animation? The most fun part was actually getting the ideas on paper. That was really enjoyable. The thing is, though, it didn't translate the best. It wasn't the best work for making a storyboard. You need practice. That was my first practice, and it's good this practice didn't go the best, so now I know, alright, I made a bunch of mistakes, new slate, I can fix it. And luckily with what I'm working on now, the storyboards are going well. Absolutely well. They are working very good. I need to get back on working on it, which I will right after this. What is the most hardest part of this animation? I'd say the most hardest part is probably translating some of the scenes to animation, as I realize fundamentally this song doesn't have a lot going on, so trying to animate it, I couldn't get a lot of things to go on. So most of the times the characters would just stand there still, and it kind of bothered me, because it's like, I don't want to sit here and stare at like a blank character moving their mouth. That's for me. For other things, it works well. I want to give an example of where this type of animation technique works well, and it's Garfield, because it has a lot of things on screen at once. So, it'd be like eye candy. I say eye candy, it's not really eye candy. It's better yet that you're going to be paying attention to one character, so when you look on the sides, you won't realize that the other character is just standing there blankly. Now that I know that technique, I look at cartoons and it's like, oh wow, that character is standing there doing nothing. I know that, and it's just really awkward. No one notices except me, because I know this technique. Woohoo! Isn't it great being in the business? And finally, can you give us an update on Bionome Laws? If you don't know what this is a big project I've been working on being stuck in development hell. Big update here, it's not necessarily in development hell right now. Right now I'm in the early stages of building it. There is no scripts here at all. But sooner or later I will start writing the first 10 scripts. Get that rolling well, get it read proof through certain people. Which only one other person will read it. That's it. That's as far as it's going to go out. Because I can't let anyone know about it. I'm very tight on this. I gotta start voice acting. Not me myself. I am gonna be voice acting, but what I mean by is getting people, getting them into it, trying to find that voice. That's what I'm trying to do. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's just right now I don't have too much to publicly comment about it, but it is getting to that point where I am faithful enough to say there will be an announcement majorly at the beginning of next year. That is how close I am to say confidently that there will be an update on this series. And if anyone knows about it or has heard me talk about it, I'm sure they're looking forward to it. Because I am desperately looking forward to it. Anyways, have a nice day. Thank you for sitting here listening to me blabber for about 10 minutes. And enjoy life. Goodbye.